Hi Capricorn, here is your general reading for the month of October. So the first card you have your past is the Nine of Wands. Yeah, so this is obviously about coming out of something, coming out of a situation, still, taking your time, still having a few problems, but coming out, definitely coming out. So it feels like you are coming out of not a specific situation. I'm not seeing a big, terrible thing you're coming out of, but it was more like you're coming out of your emotions. I'm getting some really deep emotions here, and you're just starting to climb out of that. That's kind of what I'm seeing. I don't want to say depression, because obviously I'm not a doctor, but it does feel very deep. It might be depression, it might not be, but it feels like very, very deep, sad emotions, very low moods, more than that actually. But you're getting out of the worst of this. That's what this is showing me. It's a little bit like, I'm starting to see a little bit of the sun again. I'm seeing the sun, I'm seeing the sun. It feels a little bit brighter for me. So that's what I'm seeing. Very, very nice. Really nice to see that, if that's you. I'm seeing people as well. I think you might have been reconnecting with some people. It feels like a slow process, but it's definitely steady. You're definitely coming out. It's almost like you're opening up a box and you're starting to climb out of the box. And I'm just looking across to the Judgment card, and you can see literally there are people climbing out of their boxes. So that's what you're doing. It's like I was in the dark box, now I'm starting to climb out. So really, really nice. Now, I think there are a few people who you might have reconnected with again. There are some people who you're a little bit nervous to talk to again. If you've been in hermit mode for a while, and the hermit card's not here, but I think you have been. If you're like that sometimes, especially because of emotional things, some people aren't always that understanding about that. They don't understand. Even if you explain everything, if you say, I've had a downtime, I've had a lot of emotional problems, I just needed to be by myself. Some people are fine. Some people understand, but some people are a little bit like, you abandoned me. You left me alone. You don't want to talk to me. I'm really unhappy. So some people get really angry if you're like that. I've been through something like that myself. Some people are really understanding. So, try and concentrate on the people who understand. Because I think sometimes when people haven't had an experience like that themselves, they don't quite understand that. They just say, I've had a bad mood one day. I know what that's like. No, this is very deep. And so you needed that time to yourself. You needed that time to yourself, and now you're coming out. So don't be too hard on yourself if people don't understand you, and try and concentrate on the people who do understand, if this is resonating with you. Okay, so the next card you have your past is the Two of Wands. Lots of wands here. Okay, so again, you're starting to look forwards like this man. You're thinking, okay, I'm out now and going to look forwards to what I've got in front of me. So I just want to say this. When I say you've been in hermit mode and all that, I don't mean you've been totally isolating yourself and not talking to everyone. Obviously, you've been working, you've been doing everything you're supposed to be doing. Work's always a priority for you anyway. So I don't mean that. I just mean you've been kind of staying a bit out of the way, just keeping to yourself, healing from your emotions. And if that's what you're doing, you're absolutely right to do that. You need to take that time if that's what you need. Okay, so I'm seeing a little bit of stubbornness here. And I think this is coming from someone around you, or they were around you. I'm not sure kind of if they still are or not. This is about love here. Now, I'm not sure how serious this is or where you are right now, because I'm getting this. Okay, I'm getting second thoughts to start with. It's like, do I really want this or not? I don't know. I'm getting that. And I'm getting a bit of backwards and forwards as well. Yeah. This has been really backwards and forwards, actually. Swinging backwards and forwards. Backwards and forwards. I'm just looking at this man. He's in between these two wands. He doesn't know which way to turn. He's got one in front, one behind. He's like, which way do I turn? Do I go backwards or forwards? So that's kind of what I'm getting there. And I think that's how you were. So, it looks like there was something that was bothering you. about this person. Again, I keep on seeing this backwards and forwards. I'm not sure whether you've moved on or not, but yeah, something was bothering you. I think it was quite important to you, or very important to you actually. And I think you might have said to them, can you not do this? Can you change this behavior or whatever this is? Or, because it's really, really important to me that you change this, that you do this. And they didn't do that. They weren't listening. They didn't want to listen to you. And it feels to me as if it wasn't a big problem to them to change this. And it meant a lot to you. But it didn't actually mean all that much to them. It was quite easy for them to do, but they refused to do this. So it was like this big thing. And it was really important to you. And I think what bothered you more wasn't the fact that they said no to this. It was the fact that they didn't care enough about your feelings to say, well, okay, it's not a big problem to me. It means a lot to them, so I'll change this for them. So I think that was the problem. It was the point of they didn't really care that much about how you felt. So that's what I'm getting. So yeah, okay, so if you're still in this situation with this person, I actually can't really see them changing this. I really can't see them, changing. They're very, very stubborn. And yeah, I keep on seeing this pattern. So it's like you ask them to change, you get a bit fed up, you get a bit sick of this, you go off to be by yourself, and then you come back again. So there must be love or something there. Otherwise you wouldn't keep on coming back again. Something was bringing you back. So you might be out of this now. You might be out of this. But if you're not, something has to change. Something has to end this cycle. You can't keep going around and round in this. So yeah, I really hope you have resolved this, because I really hate to see people stuck in things, stuck in cycles. I like people to be able to move. I like people to be free. So actually, this might be a little part of what had you in this dark mood. I don't think it was entirely this, but obviously it wouldn't have helped if you've got this kind of situation. So yeah, there's that. So, okay, so the last card you have for your past is, the moon. So yeah, again, this can be about really dark, deep feelings, difficult feelings, nightmares. But yeah, again, you're climbing out of this. You're like this lobster at the bottom of this card. You can't quite see. So there's a lobster and he's coming out of the dark water. He's coming up the hill. So you're starting to come out now. So that's what this is showing me again. Really similar thing. Now, if you look at this moon, you can see all these different moods all kind of rolled into one, because you've got this sad face, you've got the sun, you've got a crescent moon, you've got all kinds of things. You've even got tears coming down. You've got every emotion now. So I think these cycles in this relationship, all this backwards and forwards, I think it had you going through all these different emotions, very, very stressful. And I think now you might be looking back over all this and you might be thinking, well, why did I go through all that? That was so much to put me through. I'm really upset. I'm quite angry that I had to go through all this. And I think you're realizing now, or you were when you look back on this, how much of an impact it had on you. Because when you're in that, you didn't realize, I don't think. And, that happens all the time. We get out of a situation and we don't see how significant it was while we're in there. It's like, that old saying, we can't see the forest for the trees. So once you get out, you can see that. And that's what I'm seeing here, because you've got these two watchtowers, which can be about looking back over things and seeing everything as it really was. So it does look like you've moved on, if that's what is happening here in this card. That's what I'm seeing. So it does look like you probably have moved on from that. So I really, really hope you have. Okay, so the first card you have your present is the Four of Wands, which I love. I love this card. This is like the best card ever. So yeah, it's interesting because I'm seeing love here. I'm seeing love here as well. So that's another really strong indication that you've actually left this old situation and you're in a new one now, or you're looking toward a new one. And I don't know why this old situation's coming. It might be because you have, some old lessons you need to learn from that. Sometimes that happens. That's why these old things come up sometimes. When I say lessons, I don't mean you did something wrong and you have to learn a lesson. Everything's a lesson. Everything is a lesson. just about everything we can learn from. And, we're all going through life. We're all learning and relearning things over and over again. That's why we're here. So that's normal. And sometimes this is showing you a lesson you need to see. So it might be that. I don't know. But anyway, I'm definitely seeing love here in this card. It's absolutely beautiful, actually. They might be a little bit more enthusiastic than you, this new person, at this stage anyway. I don't think that's because you're not attracted to them. I think you are. But there might just be a little bit of this, difficult emotional thing that you still have to kind of get over. It takes time to do that, to get through things like that. And it was very deep, very dark. I keep on saying that. So the deeper and the darker it is, the longer it takes to get through that. But you are coming out, but you might still have more to get through. But yeah, that they want you to come forward. It's like an invitation. They're saying, come forward. It's like these two women in this card. They're waving their bouquets and they're saying, come through the wands, come and see us, come and see us. Come over to where we are. So that's the invitation. And there's family here as well. I'm seeing family. They might have children actually, because there's a lot of, there's a kind of an innocent energy around this as well. That's why I'm seeing children. So there might be that as well. And because I'm seeing invitation, these women inviting you, it might be in the early stages, you might be thinking, well, I've got this invitation, not literally, but it's like, I've been invited into this relationship. And I'm not sure whether I want that or not. It's not that you don't want them, but it's kind of like, well, a little bit apprehensive. It's like, oh, is this too soon? I don't know. Because you might not be emotionally ready for this yet, because you're still going through all this. So, but what I can say is here, I am seeing a really genuine person. It feels like they want to understand you. They want to understand who you are. And that's rare for you, because I think in some past relationships, you haven't had that. It's really all in your past. It's really all been about, you having to understand them, but they didn't really want to understand you. So this is really different. This is really, really positive. So, take your time if you've still got these emotional things you have to get through. And I think if you tell them you need that time, they'll totally understand that. They are waiting for you. I'm seeing that. They're waiting for you and they're wanting you to come through to them, like these two women here. But they're patient. I think they'll understand. But yeah, this is really beautiful. I'm not seeing any negatives, any negativity here at all with this, potential relationship. And you've got the Ace of Cups here as well. And that's about new love, or it can be. So yeah, when you've got these two together, really beautiful. Okay, so the next card you've got, for your present is the Queen of Wands. So yeah, lots and lots of strength. So you're gaining strength now. You're getting through the worst and you're starting to get up that hill, where that lobster's going up the hill. So you're getting more and more strength as you go up the hill, just like anyone who's training, anyone who's at the gym or, that on the step machine or something. As you go up, you're getting stronger and stronger. So that's what I'm seeing here with this queen. She's a really, really strong woman. She really is. And she's looking at us straight in the eye. And that's one thing I really love about this queen. So I think this new person, this love connection, they're not going to be hiding anything from you. They're going to be quite straightforward, or they are already. So, you're always going to know where you are with them. So I just saw that as well. So, okay. So there's something else here as well. Yeah, I'm getting speaking up, saying something, not being afraid. So you are getting more confident. So you're speaking up. So yeah, there's something around your workplace. It feels like it might be something about, there's someone in authority. So it might be your boss, and it feels like you're standing up for someone. Yeah, there are memories around this. So, yeah, it looks like maybe you're on the receiving end of some bad treatment at one time in your workplace, or in a workplace. It might not be this workplace. It feels like maybe you're undermined. I mean, you might have been bullied. It might not be that severe, but it looks a little bit like that, or it feels like that to me. So it's like, I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like. So someone else might be being undermined or being picked on at work or something like that. And you've got this, I know what that feels like, so I'm going to stand up for this person. So it looks like you're really going to stand up. You're going to say something for someone. Now, if this is resonating, if that's how you're feeling at this time and you're ready to do that, they're going to really, really appreciate that. They're really going to appreciate you doing that. It feels as if they can't do this for themselves. So they're really going to appreciate that from you. And again, this is showing me your confidence is really coming back. It's like, I'm coming back. I'm out of my box. I'm ready. I'm out. And yeah, you're coming back. You're coming back. So I'm surprised the Six of Wands isn't here actually, because, that's the victory card. And this is your victory. Usually people see victory as achieving some kind of material goal, money or public recognition or something like that. But, you've achieved a lot more than that. It's better than that, especially if this is depression and you've come out of depression. That's a huge victory to me. That is an enormous victory. That's more of an achievement. So it's massive. So if that's you and you have come out of this depression, well done for that. Very, very hard to come out of something like that. So if you have, congratulations to you. That's what I want to say. Okay, so the last card you have your present is the Ace of Cups. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. Once again, beautiful new love. I really hope this whole thing about this new love's resonating with you because it's so beautiful. So this can be about a spiritual process as well, an emotional process, an emotional journey. So it looks like you still have some emotions. You've still got some healing you have to go through. That's absolutely fine. I think when you get through this, totally through this, that's when you'll be able to let this new love in properly. No matter how emotional you are and whatever it is you're going through, you still know yourself. You're still very strong inside yourself. So you're not going to get into anything that you're not 100% ready for. So you're waiting until you're 100% ready, I think. But I think when you do accept this love, if you do, you've got all this growth here. You're really going to grow together. Lots and lots of growth. If you look down the bottom of this card, you might not see. So I'll lift it up so you can see. You've got all these beautiful water lilies. So all the emotions pouring down out of this cup. And then you've got all this growth coming out. So you've got lots of growth together if you do get together properly. So I really hope you do if that resonates with you. It's absolutely beautiful. Really beautiful. So the first card you have for your future is Judgment. Here we are again. Look, here's these people coming out of their boxes. I'm coming out. I'm ready to come out. This is the new me. So there's healing. You're going through that. It feels a lot deeper than that. I keep seeing you coming out of something quite deep. I don't want to say depression again because it's quite negative, but if you have come out of that once again, congratulations. Very, very, very deep, very hard to come out of. So if you have come out of that, that's truly amazing. And the Judgment card can be about a big, massive life change. And that is one if that's what you've come out of. So yeah, I kept on seeing this past relationship here, and I was seeing that might be because you have to learn some lessons. So I think, okay, this might not sound that nice, but I think from now on, you're just not going to have people around you who don't care about your feelings. Or, people who don't care about your concerns, just like this ex was. And, of course, there are some people you have to have around you in the workplace and places like that, obviously. But everywhere else, you're just going to be, if you're not listening to me, if you don't care about me, if you don't care about how I feel, I'm not going to keep trying. I'm not going to keep trying with you. I'm just going to give up. Because with this ex, I think you tried. You kept coming backwards and forwards. You're not doing that anymore with anyone ever again. So I think this is going to be a bit of a wake-up call to some people because you've got this big trumpet here. Look at this. So it's going to be like wake-up call for people. No more trying with people who don't care about me anymore. So that's a big life change as well. And sometimes it takes coming out of a really dark time to see that. Once you're into the light and you can see all kinds of things about people. So I think that might be what's happening there. So, okay, so I'm going to talk about the Ace of Wands and the Hierophant here as well. These next two cards. So these two cards are about this new love, this new relationship. And, again, you're only going to go into this when you're 100% ready, because you're getting into your confidence now. You're getting that back now. You've got this wake up call. You're not putting up with anything. And, look at what's in front of you. This is what's in front of you if you get into this relationship. You've got huge passion here with the Ace of Wands, and you've got two aces here, which is really significant when you've got two aces in a reading. So it's like, look at this. This is what you have to notice. So, the Ace of Cups is all about growth, beautiful love, all that kind of thing. And now you've got the Ace of Wands, which is all about passion. So you've got those two. Very amazing, very beautiful. Now, when you've got the Four of Wands and you've got the Hierophant together in the same reading, there's potential for marriage. Or, if you're not into marriage, and I'm not into marriage, so if you're not into marriage, it means long-term stability. So that's absolutely fantastic. So all these cards are looking totally amazing for this relationship. And I've seen you being a little bit hesitant before about whether you're ready or not. But you've got all this confidence. It's coming back now. You're coming back. You're coming out of your box. You're building on that as well. You're climbing up the hill. And you've got this inner process that you're going through. You've got the outer process as well. So I think by the time this person's ready, you'll be ready. That's what I'm seeing. You're going to be ready for this. Yeah, I think you will be. I think you're going to go into this. So I'm really excited to see that. So Capricorn, I really, really, really hope this did resonate with you because it's fantastic. As you know, general readings can't always resonate. But yeah, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you would like to. And thank you for watching.